Thank you very much. Before I ask questions of both of you, I'd like to emphasize for a third time kind of my personal philosophy on some of the things that are very close to the work you'll be doing. I like to emphasize our common humanity. I don't like to lump people into simplistic racial groupings. So let me go to my questions. I was concerned at Judge Garland's hearing to learn from Ms. Gupta's replacement at the leadership conference that a vast array of organizations will have quote unquote access to Attorney General Garland and that he'd quote unquote carry out their requests. Along those lines, according to The Intercept, a powerful Washington lawyer, Jamie Grassley, who has previously described Judge Garland as her wingman, has been advertising her connections to the future Attorney General. Her law firm even put up a page about her long ties to Merrick Garland, only to take it down when people noticed it. This is especially concerning because Grassley is rumored to have been the lawyer Google and used during the Obama years to fend off antitrust investigation. So to both of you, what commitments can you give me that influence peddlers, whether hired guns like Grassley or activists like the Leadership Conference, will not get special access to the Justice Department? I hope we can have a short answer.
Senator, every case that comes before me as Deputy Attorney General, if I'm confirmed, every matter will be judged and assessed based on the facts and the law. Nothing more, nothing less, no commitments to any individuals or organizations, facts and law. That will be my focus and my approach.
Senator, I agree with Ms. Monaco. Okay, that's the short answer.
For you, Ms. Gupta, as supervisor of the Antitrust Division, what commitments can you give, in particular, that an army of Democrat lobbyists or nonprofit activists in big tech's pockets won't influence your enforcement decision?
There will be, if I am confirmed, I will lead and oversee the Antitrust Division completely free from any improper influence, partisan, corporate, or otherwise. I believe the robust enforcement of our antitrust laws is crucial and that no company will be given special treatment. All that will guide decisions in that area and in every area at the Justice Department will be the facts and the law.
And to Ms. Monaco, Judge Garland, when asked about domestic terror attacks against Hatfield Courthouse, attempted to distinguish between criminal attacks on government property at night and attacks on democracy, those are his words, on democracy during the days. Do you agree with what I consider a rather bizarre distinction between violation of laws?
Well, Senator, respectfully, and I watched Judge Garland's hearing, I did not understand him to be making a time of day distinction at all. Let me just tell you my approach, which I know is consistent with Judge Garland's, which is the domestic terrorism has a very clear definition in our law, and it turns on the intent of the violence perpetrator. And regardless of which direction the violence comes from, to quote Judge Garland, left, right, or from any direction, it needs to be prosecuted, it needs to be investigated and prosecuted, and it's unacceptable.
Yeah, I think you just answered my next question, but I'd like to have you say, you said prosecute all this. Would you say all of this falls, whether it's left or right, whether it's Portland or whether it's Washington, D.C., all constitutes domestic terrorism?
Well, Senator, I think that's a complicated question. It really does turn on the intent. As you well know, Senator, domestic terrorism is violence against a civilian population done to coerce or to intimidate and done for a political end. If any facts that are presented to me meet that definition, that would seem to me to be domestic terrorism. But regardless, you have my commitment that violence is unacceptable from whatever direction it comes from.
This will have to be my last question. As President Obama's Assistant for Homeland Security and Counterterrorism and Deputy National Security Advisor, did you have any involvement or role related to Crossfire Hurricane investigation? And if so, what was it?
No, Senator.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Senator.
I'll submit some questions for answer in writing, please.
Thanks, Senator Grassley. Senator Padilla.